Hi, I'm Jason Moore. We're here at the courts in Springfield. It's the 32nd annual Ozarks basketball preview, and I'm here with Alana Findley of Fairgrove and her coach, Jenny Talbert. Ladies, thank you for being here and being a part of this. Now, got to ask you right off the bat, how does it feel to be on the cover of the 2018-2019 Ozarks basketball preview and being recognized as one of the best players in the area?
It's an honor for sure. To be able to come and represent my school and my team, it means a lot.
Now, being in that position, being one of the best players in the region, obviously, all eyes are looking on you and that kind of thing. So what does it mean to you to be that kind of leader to your team, to be on the level that everybody in the region is going to be going, every time she's on the court, she can make something happen?
Yeah, it means a lot, just to know that you're being a role model to other girls, younger, and even girls on your team. It really does mean a lot. But it also keeps, my standards at a high. They push me in ways that they don't know, just to keep doing the best that I can.
Now, you've pretty much been all everything, all district, all conference, all state. If it's all something, you've won it at some point in time. But you've got over 1,500 points in your career. But I wanted to ask you, because you're closing in on 1,000 boards, what does it mean? Because defense is something that a lot of people don't focus. Offense gets all the attention. Mm-hmm. What does it mean to you to have that kind of defensive strength that you're approaching 1,000 rebounds in your career?
Yeah, defense for sure wins games. To be able to reach that goal, is exciting. I think that it also, kind of bring into light, what all defense does do, for your team. And it also pushes, my teammates to be right there with me.
And, Coach, what does it mean to you as a coach to have a leader who – a lot of times you'll have a team with a leader, he's the offensive guy, he's the big scorer. To have somebody who excels on both ends of the court and works at both ends of the court, how does that help you as a coach make the team prepare better defensively?
Well, it's huge knowing that, I know that she can score on one end, but I know she can also stop the best player on the other end. Kind of just makes us even more well-rounded. Raises the bar for every other girl on the team, and they know that, Alana's given great effort on both ends of the floor, so I better give great effort on both ends of the floor as well.
Now, talking about your team coming up this season, looking at the season, how do you think the team's going to do this year?
I think this year we'll do well. We don't have a lot of younger girls coming in, so we have a very experienced team. We have a lot of games under our belt, but through games we've got to know each other, know each other's weaknesses, and we just work well as a unit. And,
communication on the court is the key. A lot of people don't really understand the value of playing with somebody enough that you can look at them and without even a word, whether they're going to break the hoop or whether they're going to drop out for a three. So having that experience, that cohesion, how is that going to enhance your team this year?
Yeah, I think when it comes down to tough situations, just being able to read the ball and know what to do, without having to tell each other. I think it also comes down to trust, knowing that your teammate's going to be there when you need it is a huge thing for us.
Now, you shot 56% from the floor last year. You had 80% at the line. So, teams are probably not going to be dumb enough to foul you and put you on the line. But what is it, when you get out on the court, obviously you have a metaphorical spotlight on you, especially with the defense. They're going to double team you likely. Some cases maybe even triple team you. You obviously I can just tell you're one of those athletes. You want the rock at crunch time. But when it gets to that point where the defense focuses on you to that point that you can't be the one to drive to the basket, you just can't because of what's in front of you. How do you change your mindset as a leader and bring the rest of the team into the offense to be able to generate what you need to do?
Yeah, so there definitely comes a situation where I realize that, yes, I have 2 or 3 girls on me. So that means that I am going to have to give the ball up and, shake things up. So that's where I come in. I tell my teammates, I say, be ready to shoot. I'm going to pass the ball, be looking for openings. I just tell them don't be afraid. You can do things too. So it just comes down to, trusting them again, being able to give the ball up and know that they'll be able to do something with it.
And, Coach, what's it mean to you obviously you want a leader on the court that can do that, but to have a player like this that you can trust and know she's not going to try to force something if it's not there. How does it make it easier for you to plot your offense knowing you're not going to have to worry that she's going to go, okay, there's the open, and take the shot?
Well, it makes it a lot easier. She's a really smart basketball player, so it's, I can draw stuff up, but a lot of times defenses will collapse. But I know that she's going to make the best decision for our team. So it really helps me out on the one end, but it also gives confidence to those other girls when she has to give it up. And if she has confidence in them to score, then they do too.
All right. I know she's standing here. Okay. So we'll pretend she's not here for just a second. Are there ever times in a game where she's being so unselfish, you kind of just mentally going, shoot the ball.
Oh yeah, there's been times where she's a super humbled, super unselfish player, and that's why her stats are incredible, because there are many times where she gives the ball up when we think, man, she should have shot that, or she should have done this. But I think that all comes back in our favor in those big games where she's given those girls those opportunities, and so that when she hits them with a pass in the corner, they're ready to shoot it because she's done it before. So they know that whenever Alana has the ball, they better be ready, because even if she's wide open, she might kick it to them.
Now, there are a lot of times athletes, they know they're playing for college. You already know where you're going. So why Drury? And does it take a little pressure off a little bit to know where you're going next year so you can just focus on the game?
Yeah, it definitely for sure took pressure off. It was one less thing to worry about. Throughout the recruiting process, with a couple schools, it became long and tedious, but I had just been waiting, for that gut feeling where I had no doubt in my mind that that's where I wanted to go. And I finally got that feeling that Drury was it, and, there was no changing that. So I verbally committed, and it's been a huge weight off of my shoulders, and I'm ready to go.
All right, now I'm going to ask you, it's probably going to be a little bit of a hard question.
Okay.
So if you have to take a second to think about it. Obviously, you're a leader of the team. The other players look up to you. What was the moment in your career when you were on the court and had maybe a play, or you pulled back and made a pass, or that it kind of clicked, okay, I can lead this team?
Man, that was a tough one. There was a play that I had got a rebound. It was a tight game, and I remember thinking, okay, I can dribble the ball up the court. I set up an offense, get a play. And I remember looking at Maddie Clark, and we just kind of made that eye contact with each other. And I knew she was going to do something. And she did. She took off down the court, went flying, threw it to her, and got a wide open layup. And I knew then that I would be able, just to know that my teammates knew that what I was thinking, and they also knew how to do that. So then I knew that I would be able to rely on them, to make things happen really quickly when we needed a shot.
Well, ladies, thank you so much for being here. I've been visiting with Alana Findley and her coach, Jane Talbert from Fairgrove. It's for the photo shoot for the 32nd annual Ozarks basketball preview. I'm Jason Wirt for Ozarks Previews.